Yo, hey, this shit easy, nigga. Hey, all I'm talking about, nigga, I'm still out here trying to get it.
Contender Regime Boxing checking back in with y'all, man. What's good? What's happening? Hope y'all doing well out there. It's a great day to be a boxing fan right now. Great day to be a boxing fan. We got the first official press conference for Earl the Truth Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford coming up later on today. But look, I want to talk about something real quick, man. It's been a lot of bullshit going on at the same time. Now, apparently, Shakur Stevenson fans and Tank Davis fans, they claiming that Devin Haney is ducking. A guy that's coming off of a Lomachenko win, the undisputed champion, 8 title defenses at lightweight, 2 of them undisputed title defenses. Beat Lomachenko, a guy who's better than anybody that Shakur Stevenson fought, anybody that Tank Davis fought. Oh, and we gonna dig a little bit deeper into that as well. Devin Haney and his team, after they get the victory, still champions at 135, ain't been no vacating, no belts. Ain't officially moved up to 140 or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Keeping their options open. The same way that Tank Davis been doing his whole career. We see Teofimo Lopez put on a spectacular performance versus Josh Taylor, beating his second lineal champion. He beat Lomachenko at 135, becoming the lineal champion. Then he turned around and beat Josh Taylor in his second division, becoming a 2-division world champion, beating the #1 fighter who was also undisputed at 140 in Josh Taylor. Look as good as we ever seen him look. Showed speed, power, athleticism, skill. You feel what I'm saying? Team Devin Haney, they show interest in that fight at 140 in a heavier division, fighting a heavier puncher who also has skill, who's coming off yet another better win than Shakur Stevenson or Tank Davis ever had in their career. Yet the fans, we got to use that term loosely. The fans say that Devin Haney is ducking for showing interest in that fight. So since we talking about ducking, even though Devin Haney, 24 years old, younger than Shakur and Tank Davis, already got a better resume, already beat better opponents, already more accomplished. Since we want to talk about ducking, a guy, Devin Haney, this dude has been banging down the door trying to fight Tank Davis. His team for the last 2-3 years, Leonard Ellaby, Devin Haney, what has he done? Oh, we got to look at his numbers. He ain't sold nothing. Why would we fight Devin Haney? They ain't sold nothing. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. He ain't did no pay-per-views. Why we gonna fight Devin? Since we want to talk about ducking, Devin Haney, the same guy that was running down on Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez, wanting all the smoke. But they said he was clout chasing. They said Devin Haney really didn't want to fight. He was clout chasing. Yet none of these dudes wanted no smoke with him. So what he do? He go the long route. You feel me? They said, don't go overseas and fight George Kambosos in his hometown. Don't do that. They gonna rob you. All these same Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson fans was pessimistic as fuck. Really, they just didn't want Devin Haney to go over there and whoop his ass because they didn't want him to be validated. They didn't want him to have these accolades and the gold and the glory. They didn't want him to get the bags that he been getting so they can keep shunning him and playing him to the side and say, you an email champion. You ain't fought nobody. You ain't did shit, so they can avoid him. They didn't want to see Devin Haney in this position right now. And they mad right now because they got to fucking bow down. And they know they not running shit. The same way they said Tank Davis had options. The same way they said Lomachenko had options. The same way they said Lopez had options. They didn't want to see Devin Haney in this position. But again, let's talk about ducking. Number one, Shakur Stevenson. Now, I'm a huge fan of Shakur Stevenson, huge fan of Tank Davis. I fuck with all these guys, support all these guys. If you've been a follower of this channel, a supporter of this channel, You know my track record. You know how I rock. You dig what I'm saying? Ain't never spoke ill on these fighters. But these fan bases, y'all forcing my hand. You feel me? Now, Shakur Stevenson been with Top Rank his whole career. How the fuck Devin Haney get to Top Rank and he fight Loma before you do? I don't give a fuck about what division you was in. He could have been got the Lomachenko fight. Shakur Stevenson could have been got the Teofimo Lopez fight. How is Devin Haney getting to Top Rank, doing business with them after the fact, but he fought Loma before you did? Let me take it even further. Are we gonna act like Tank Davis and his team didn't duck Loma his whole career? Are we gonna act like Gervonta Tank Davis, the money team, that they haven't been avoiding Lomachenko his whole career? One could say that they still ducking right now. How can Devin Haney be ducking Tank Davis? Has Tank Davis sent an offer, a contract? Has Tank Davis even come out and said that he wants that fight right now? Is he pressing for that fight? Last time I checked the man, he doing a bid right now. Can somebody please tell me how Devin Haney is ducking Tank Davis? They say, well, he moving up to 140, so he ducking Tank. Didn't Tank Davis fight Mario Barrios at 140, or did he not? Oh, well, you say, well, no, the fight got to happen at 35 for all the belt. It don't got to happen at 35 for the belts. Why? Tank Davis don't care about belts, remember? Tank Davis don't care about belts. He had ample opportunities to be a world champion. Yet he chose to go and chase cash grabs and fight the likes of Rolly Romero. Fight the likes of Ryan Garcia. All these dudes that ducked Devin Haney. Now it's about belts. If I'm Devin Haney, I wouldn't give a fuck what the man Tank Davis got. If you want to fight me, you can fight me at 140. Fuck a belt being on the line. You don't deserve that shit. You don't want no belts. You're not fighting for legacy. Now all of a sudden belts matter. You know what I'm saying? Because Devin Haney is considering moving up to 140 because he's been at 135 his whole career and he done accomplished more than all them motherfuckers at 135. And y'all criticizing him because he's throwing out the idea of moving up to 140 and fighting a dangerous Teofimo Lopez who's coming off of a Josh Taylor victory? What the fuck are we talking about? Bruh, I swear, a lot of y'all motherfuckers is pussy, bruh. Y'all fans, y'all the reason the sport is like the way it is, bruh. Y'all are a huge reason why the sport the way it is because y'all don't really want to see a real champion. When Devin Haney was carrying him, still to this day, carrying himself like a true champion, a consummate professional, doing all the right things, saying all the right things, staying in shape year round, you know what I'm saying, staying out of trouble, always focus on his fights, go out there and put on great performances, beating the best guys. How the fuck Devin Haney fight Loma before Tank? Tank 28 years old. How the fuck Devin Haney fight him before Tank? And y'all saying Devin ducking Tank? Tank Davis been ducking Lomachenko his whole career. Have y'all not? Y'all forgot? We forgot? Or we just pretending that we forgot? We just pretending that Tank Davis, they been ducking Lomachenko his whole career. I remember when the reporter asked Floyd and Tank about the Lomachenko fight, Floyd got in there. He said, well, hold on. Now, we ain't talking about Loma. Now, look, Loma is very old, so he got to fight as many fights as fast as he can. So he trying to get in there and get the smoke right now. Us, we can sit back and we can just fight whoever we want to fight. But Devin Haney ducking. I told y'all, bro, Devin Haney is the villain right now. And I love it. If I'm look, I was a huge advocate. I'm still a huge advocate of Devin Haney versus Shakur, Devin Haney versus Tank Davis. I've been on record of saying I think Tank Davis is the better fighter out of all these guys in those divisions. But he gotta fucking prove it. I love Shakur Stevenson's skill. I love Devin Haney's skill. I think all these guys got the abilities to beat each other. It just depends on who won it the most that night, who show up with the better game plan that night. But I'm not finna sit here and entertain the idea of y'all saying Devin Haney ducking, and I'm not finna participate in calling this man a duck when he challenging himself more than any of these guys. You feel what I'm saying? The shit ass backwards. Y'all not making no sense. You not making no sense. You really on some pussy shit. Y'all really on some pussy shit. Y'all want to excuse everything Tank do. Y'all want to just let him be quiet, sit in the corner, and go do whatever the fuck he want to do, picking and choosing, maneuvering, masterful cherry picking, which I don't blame him because Canelo was doing the same shit his whole career. I told y'all I felt like Tank Davis had the best team because they was matchmaking him perfectly, building a star, which they have successfully accomplished. And I love it. I'm proud of Tank. But I'm not finna sit here and act like I done forgot that they've been ducking Lomachenko, that they've been ducking Devin Haney, that every time Shakur Stevenson's name was brought up, Leonard Ellaby frowned his face up. Now all of a sudden, y'all want Devin Haney to succumb to your demands. Fuck no, if I'm Devin Haney, I could give a fuck what you want, what Shakur want, what Tank Davis want, because when I went out there and I proved myself and I beat Lomachenko, y'all didn't give me my motherfucking credit. Y'all didn't give me my respect. So I don't give a fuck about pleasing y'all. If I'm Devin Haney, that's how I'm moving. I could give a fuck about pleasing y'all because y'all not gonna be satisfied until you see my head on the spike, until you see me take an L. That's what they do to villains. That's why Devin Haney is in a great position being a villain right now, because motherfuckers gonna shell out cash to see him lose. So if I'm Devin Haney, I'm using that shit to my leverage. I'm gonna do what the fuck I wanna do. Keep chasing greatness. Go be a 2-division champion, fight Regis or Telefimo Lopez. Whichever one. What's good? And let them motherfucking scavengers, fight for the scraps amongst the common folk. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments, man. Contender regime boxing. I'll holler at y'all boys, man.